Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is for MPA 510 Week 4. My name is Abigail Morgan. Dwight Waldo, he was a very important person because he challenged the status quo. He believed that public administration, what it stood for, was something more than just being a placeholder and performing the job without um, being emotionally invested or not making decisions based on what you think and blindly implementing a policy. He knew public servants should be active, informed, and reformers, if you will, in this position. So he definitely set a challenge and wanted to change what public administration stood for to bring thoughtfulness and deliberation into the mix. And an example of this is I see the legislative branch. Um, they draft proposals. They're presented with many proposals from different sectors, and they need to be able to make these decisions based on how is it going to affect how is it going to affect the society, and what are the changes that might occur from such a change. So they have to be intentional about what they pass and what they don't pass, and be very diligent in making those decisions because they want to preserve the positive health of society. So that is an important thing towards to bring into the public administration aspect. Douglas McGregor, he's my second favorite theorist. Theory Y is the one I like the most because it's based on encouraging a collaborative, trust based relationship. And he was very intentional in creating this because he knows that it's also a reflection of leadership. If you don't have a good leader who is willing to invest in the employees and make sure that their basic needs are being met, as in Maslow's hierarchy, like this physiological self esteem and so on, then they're not going to seek responsibility or find fulfillment in their job. And that's very important in this because, for example, let's say a finance department, they have to put together budgets for different types, whether it's line item or some specific type of budget that addresses the situation. They're expected to find different avenues to address deficits within the budget, or what are ways they can repurpose the money they have left over, or the money that they don't have. How are they going to close that gap between what they weren't able to make? So this theory can apply there because the management needs to make sure that they are equipped with the tools to do that job while solving that problem creatively and imaginatively. They don't just want one straight approach, they want multiple presentations of possible solutions to that issue. So and Mary Parker almost approached to that same issue. Charles E. Lindblom, he talks about his approach to incrementalism, and I found this particularly interesting because it talks about the small steps of a process to create a change. And that's important in this because he's talking about the decision making and how a large goal is only going to happen based on a administrator evaluating the cost benefits, and if that desired goal even aligns with social goals then and there. And a problem that comes to mind is transients. They're always in a public owned property, the sidewalks. You always see them walking down. There's always people calling local police departments complaining about transients. Unfortunately, there's not much the city can do if those transients are on city owned property. There is laws that say they can't be moved along. So the suggestion given to the people calling in is to go to city council meetings and voice their opinions there. That way, so it can be brought attention to the people, and the city council isn't going to make a decision right away because they need to make sure they're not violating any laws. They need to research what those costs and benefits are, and they also need to make a decision based on the limitations of what the complex limitations and conflicts that might accompany a decision in making a policy regarding that. His work can be related to Herbert Simon, the whole satisficing rather than optimizing bounded rationality. Um, we can see the similarities as their approach is to find real change within the administration. Alrighty, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week.